Well, hello, people. Let me guess. You think that I'm still at home, don't you? No. And now I will reveal after watching a bunch of things. See, I took a car ride, then a bus ride, and now I'm staying overnight. I couldn't get in. And I tell you what, I just finished watching. Um, Scooter was, and well, I didn't watch all, but I want you to know, only you, that I am opening up, and I did call, and I am asking to be taken off of a benzo taper, but I have no desire, and they know, like, my MAT is continuing. It's kind of funny how you said that stuff in that video, but yeah, so that's going to be the plan. Um, I'm supposed to get a call from my contact in the morning. I just got off the phone with him a while ago. I went ahead and I brought my laptop because, well, I didn't know if I was going to go live and do this or not. I really didn't know if I was or not. But I saw so much stuff today that had and this is why I decided to actually pull up the StreamYard because I had set a post and it was gonna post tomorrow. I may end up just throwing it off and clicking it off. Thing is, I was advised the only reason why I'm going live is because my naive mind against all my rational mind, or what I call my rational mind, is telling me to have not come on here because, see, you guys didn't get it, and you guys are wondering, like, well, why did you, so you're admitting now that you regularly lie. Yeah, so when can we ever? No, I didn't. Like I said, I lied by omission on some details this morning and stuff, specifically, just to see if anything would happen. And did you know something? And this is for all the people that are watching the. In other words, this is for anyone that sees it that's not an actual Workyverse member. Do you? Okay, because I got a voicemail from Fusion, and hell, matter of fact, why don't I play it? This is not going to be a long live because I'm getting off of it. I'm focusing on myself. Like, I am nervous as shit. All right, I'm nervous as shit, but it's not. I'm not coming out saying that I was addicted to my benzos. Do not see it now. Let me clear that up before the Workyverse starts piling in, and they're going, "Woo-hoo, he's finally." No, 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 no. I have never snorted my Ativan like y'all regularly make fucking references and jokes about. I have never taken it like that. But I am going to see if I can get fully off and not require any anxiety medicine. If I can require it, maybe there's something possibly that's a non-benzo I haven't tried before. If there's not, and I'm going to request. I may end up requesting back when I go to the doctor for maybe like some Libriums or something. Maybe just like one or two as needed, and that may not. They may say no, you don't. So if I get off of these and I'm able to be fine without them, and I don't immediately start having like real bad issues, and I'm not just talking about the detox part. I'm talking about after that, like with anxiety, then that'd be great. And I will give one person credit, and the only credit I'm giving you is the fact that you had brought it up. I believe you were one of the first to bring it up, Scooter, but about the combination issue. And it's not that I didn't know that that was a stigma, but I kept trying to explain to you guys that you know I didn't con nobody. And here's the thing: you guys think that I had a fake suicide attempt in 2019. The stuff here I did on YouTube, I had mental breakdowns. You're right. I didn't get down in that mindset fully. I thought I was getting close and scared, and that's why I made some of the things I'd said in the past. But I do legitimately have an issue with my leg. You can make fun of that all you want, Scooter. I saw your comparisons. You know, the way I'm holding my camera in the front like that, you're not seeing that right leg and how you know, and when I'm holding it like that, and when I do walk, I guess you could say I gimp or whatever fast. I mean, I do keep up a speed to it, and that's what ends up fucking hurting me more in the end. But it don't matter because this is the day that I quit giving a shit about what y'all think and what y'all believe. I could care less if anything else from now on. I'm I shouldn't even so let's keep it along. That's why the chat's turned off. So I keep it on focus and get done with this and say what I want to say. So, because after this, when I come out of this place, I very doubt that I'm going to be coming back on here. So, you guys have talked about how, and I got the receipts today in chats. You literally had the fucking audacity to say, well, because I saw the shit going on and popping off, and the funeral call would give him a wake up to what's gonna happen. What's he gonna do when Grandpa's gone? People, I gave my grandfather. I gave you wanna know the truth, the truth. You wanna know the truth. Here, I'll tell you some truth. I got left almost damn near a little bit less than $20,000 to me that I randomly found out at the end of last month. And guess what? 16 fucking thousand of it went to Coy himself. And I still have the remainder of the 4,000 in my bank account. That's the truth. You know why I got left that money? Because I worked hard, I stayed consistent, I was loyal, and that was my number one bestest friend currently. And I have plenty of friends. I don't know what this shit about how I said I had challenges growing up in school socially with a lot of people. Yeah. I wasn't popular. I didn't have fucking, uh, a posse. I would have one buddy. It'd be me and a buddy instead of me and a posse, like the popular kids. Man, I swear. I just want to go on record to say I fucking hate Tennessee. I was born in this fucking state and I hate it. I've never went to rehab in it. My mom was in a treatment facility here somewhere in Memphis and she died. So yeah, I got a whole lot of fucking nervousness about this. But the Workuverse, anybody watching that's not Workuverse, don't credit these trolls, these malicious ass trolls a step away. Some of them are already past that step. Criminals. Not all of them, but they'll laugh at the crimes the ones are bold enough to do. This whole thing about, because I've seen more and more on YouTube here recently that, yeah, there's a lot of channels that I had never seen before that pick target certain people, and I watch some of them. Not that I've looked into to not a whole bunch, but a few, and no, there's controversy in it. You cannot say that low-cal content is just it's not that widespread. I had to really search around, and then it just finally they were down the algorithm. One of the channels I'd looked at got on my feed. I was like, oh shit. But there was not another thing. But that whole thing about, oh, you turn yourself into a low-cal, da 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 da. Well, if I turn myself into one, then this is the live of which I'm reversing that because you guys, I mean, it is dangerous, the ideas you had, and you took off on me. And some of you really play to that. We did it in the name of your greater good. This is not V for fucking Vendetta. You are not a vigilante. Or maybe you are. But regardless, you have no right. None of you have no right ever. Especially when as simple as something as I won't fucking come up on your panel to engage in your bullshit. You have no right to then take it off YouTube and try to call my relatives. And they did it today. They sent messages. Fusion, I hate to say it, but my brother does love me. Why do I say I hate to say it? I hate to say it because I know that it is just going to burst your bubble that I can say that with such confidence. Otherwise, how would I have known that you were the one? Not just because you told me. No, because of how you did it too. But that's all right. Um, you know, I forward it all. See, that's the thing. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. I I have tried, and I shouldn't have ever even tried. I should have quit a long time ago. I have been fucking my own self up here, and I gotta take accountability for that for me, or I'm not gonna recover fully. I'm not gonna forgive myself. I'm not gonna open up and be vulnerable. So I gotta open up when I say that what you guys did, if it wasn't for my loving friends and family that I do have, Fusion, and support system, Filthy and y'all would have already succeeded at causing me to break like he says he's gotten me close to or whatever. You probably would have succeeded. I may not be here right now. I could be in jail, or I could be back in the hospital, whatever. So this is my final goodbye. That is why I have done this way. I told you guys this morning I was heading to rehab. Yes, I didn't say I was checking in today. Well, actually, I might have said I was okay. I might have said I was checking in, and I assumed that y'all would say or think it's real, and maybe some wouldn't believe it. Most wouldn't believe. I didn't know how it would play. Really, actually, I just had scenarios. So I said, well, I'll say I'll check in because I knew I was going to have to check in. The day's in, and I just had to stay here one night. I get picked up in the morning. Got about another hour, and then I will be out in a very good place. Yeah, this is not going on Medicaid, but because well, I'm not. I'm not going into all those details. No, no, no. That's the problem. Oversharing too much. Just know that I'm getting it taken care of. This started 2 weeks ago when I called the number and I got in touch with this very nice woman that got me in touch with this person over her, which was a guy, and he's who's picking me up in the morning. So I will be okay. I promise. I don't really care what y'all do from this point on. But just to hear, like, hearing MC today say, oh, he can get a job bagging groceries, but he can't do what he's worked so hard all semester to do because he's too dang. MC, did you really think that I was going to go try to go work with while using medical marijuana continually? No. And I knew I probably could work with my medicine, but even I knew that all three of them, some places might require me to get a doctor's note sign off. And that's not really good. And if I could avoid that, that would be better. So I did think long and hard about it because I've never had issues with benzos ever. Never. But I mean, if it is something that I'm just like Suboxone getting dependent on and my anxiety maybe not as bad as I think, I am open to thinking about that. And it's not because of you guys. I've been talking with all different types of people, from my dog trainer to this guy and woman I talked to about when I called the hotline, to my council workers, to even the people at the career center in my voc rehab appointment that I had to do yesterday. And it just they're taken, back by it all. I mean, like, at no time other than Grind to Shine did I ever ask any of you like to be my sponsor or anything. Like, and I get it. I made the skits early days of me hitting the dab straw, and y'all was recording me back then. I mean, y'all had your sights on me for a little bit. You can't say you didn't. And otherwise, you wouldn't have so many of my old recordings. Oh, and let me settle this for everybody. And I ain't doing this for nobody in particular, especially the person I'm about to say that's correct. But MC was correct in the argument with Little Me. I did not come on any chance or be social at all on YouTube or make any content until the night after Ryan went to Paintsville. Yes, I had an account. Yes, I was watching and in maybe those chats technically, but I didn't chat. And I dang sure I did start off. No Life Mike was one of the first, but I dang sure didn't start there. I started with Brian's and Goebels. So I just wanted, I just happened to hear a little bit of that and just, and I'm not taking MC's side, but MC is correct on the chronological order, which just kind of ups the creep factor even more with me and him, and he wonders why. Like, and I'm not saying he's a creep, like, like a bad person or anything. I'm just saying it's creepy to me that he is able to remember everything about, because I know that he at least smokes if the same, if not more or less, as that I do, and it affects everybody's memory. But y'all laughing really about me going for weed, really, that's true. When you go through a couple $100 in a week on marijuana, it's not, it's not economically sustainable or healthy. And that is a problem. I've been in a rehab center before with a guy that was just there for weed, and my reaction was the same as y'all. But it is true. Some people, need help with it. And I'm going to take all the help that I can possibly get because I want to know that I'm only, because I do have medical conditions. I haven't lied about any of them since being on you here. However, I don't want to be overtaking or taking meds for the sake of taking them, especially if they could possibly interfere with other things. So I will give this my best shot. I'm trying to keep in mind the phrase, there is no try, there is only do or don't. I'm not a rat or was trying to kiss up to anyone's ass, Scooter. I just, and I knew you guys were not going to let me join, and I did not sincerely want to join, but I did want you to leave me alone. And that was the best idea I could think of. All right? Believe it or not, I don't care. I think it is grotesque how you guys have laughed about certain things. And, you call me a faggot and stuff, and at the same time say, and here's something else before you start saying, well, it's tough love. It's something that no one's ever done. Bullshit. Bullshit. I know exactly what tough love is, and let me tell you something else. How would you feel as a parent? Because a lot of you are parents. Forget the fact that I'm of age, because you're still a parent when your kid's of age. So, how would you feel as a parent that if somebody else, a grown adult, was trying to tell your kid and intervene in their personal life concerning their health or anything like that, when they talk bad about him constantly, thinks he's too stupid to not know that there's other lives, or, like, I see the chat. I see a lot more than people think I do, but I don't see it all. No, I can't. It's impossible. But the reason why, like, I knew so quick about Harley isn't just because it's Harley, but because I just seen a Moses Heaps thing with Durkee talking about how Scooter pays Harley to troll him. And I'm not so sure if I can believe Durkee, but it's plausible. It is. Look, you people have defamed me, said I abused my grandfather, which is a flat out lie. It's just you've witnessed my life because I full mistakenly allowed you to witness my life, and by you getting to witness my life, you did see moments where my life and stuff affected him, but it didn't affect him. I didn't do it. It's just life. I didn't do it intentionally, and I damn sure never raise. The only time I raise my voice is to match my granddad's when we're far off from each other, because we yell at one another. I don't raise my voice to him. I don't ever do anything but what he asked me to do. And I literally, tr- I trust him so much and trust him more than me that I gave him the majority of the money that was left to me. So, yeah. And you know what? To be honest, everything he's done for me in my life, I owe him all that. And I know that. And I I would be perfectly okay if, you know, I mean, if God forbid, but, you know, I would want him before anyone else. You know, I wouldn't trust it with anybody else. I just wouldn't. I I'm gonna try to start keeping a journal. Um, I want to say that I love it. I miss my mom so much, but I love and miss my dad more because he's alive and he's choosing not to be close to me right now because you guys have pried into his life and harassed him. And now you go to harassing my brother because I wouldn't panel up with you? You know, when I was younger, I had temper tantrums, and to get what I want, I might, uh, oh, I can't hardly remember whatever I did, but I know for certain I never thought to get what I want, I'll make the person, so uncomfortable that they'll want to get out of that uncomfortability and do what I want them to do. That is fucking manipulation, right? That is pure manipulation. There's a lot of people outside here. Dogs. I wish I could have Brownie with me, but I can't. There's a lot of people traveling for some reason. I don't know what the hell's going on in the end of May, but apparently there's a bunch of people out and about. Hell, of course, I hadn't traveled in so damn long. I'm not used to seeing a whole lot of people. I can't imagine if I'd like, but I didn't want to go that far away. Like I tried, I didn't want to go local, but I damn sure didn't want to go, you know, to Massachusetts again. Even though Massachusetts did help me a lot. And I'll always be grateful for my time there. And I hate that this is the fourth time, but it seems like fourth time was needed. And I want to make it perfectly clear the fourth time was not needed or caused or put on to me to do from pressure from any of y'all, filthy or anything. I did it because I decided that I wanted to do it. And when I get done with it, I think I've pretty much made my mind up. So I'm going to say it now, once and for all. To the people that maliciously are sitting here right now and preying on my downfall or doubting me or whatever, sniping me, calling me a liar, who knows what they're saying. I wish peace unto you. To the people that are hopeful, I thank you, and if you keep me in your thoughts and prayers, it's a gesture that I will appreciate and return. And to all the rest of the Wheat and Shaft Workyverse members, supporters, and watchers, not really content makers, You are dangerous. You are the true danger. And I say that with the utmost respect because it's not like you can't fix the danger. I'm not saying it's permanent, like some of you try to say with me. But you as an audience, as supporters, are dangerous supporting this type of driven YouTube endeavor by an individual or a team of individuals. And why is that? Because it is nothing more than the same old history repeating itself, mob mentality, mob rule. And you push those and their people they designate to do the deeds, or the ones that are brave enough to do them, your support, and they feel like they gotta put on a show, and help get that train wreck moving along. If you were really just watching YouTube train wrecks, you would never get involved and just capture and commentate on them. But when you are actively influencing yourself in the quote unquote so-called train wreck, well, then that is corruption, and it breeds corruption. That's all I gotta say. And one of these so-called people, these so-called cows, but really human beings, these people, one of them, somebody's gonna go just a little too far over that line. And when they do, I pray for the people that are involved and for the person that will be the target, because it's a dangerous, 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 and they call it a game. They call it for, you guys, you're just, when you don't explicitly put in your disclaimer that everything you say is your opinion, or if you do, but then get on there and say everything I say is facts and the truth. Did you know that I mean, and you're gonna say that I do? No, you guys really do it, because let's be honest. I know the medical records say what they say and what I've told you. And if we were just to, on that basis alone, like, I could very easily disprove it. The only uneasy part would be going to all the different places and getting the records and having them sent to me by mail, because, I don't have a printer or anything. So that would take some time, but then I would have to get them, and I would have to take pictures of each page on my phone. It would take a lot. Or maybe I could go down to the library, use a scanner. It wouldn't take that bad. I forgot about that. Um, and I could omit stuff, but I'm not going to do that for you guys. I know I said one time I was. I I'm going to go with listening to my people. I want to say a special and sincere apology to Miss Tracy. again. But now Sugar Nova, I mean, and I know Miss Tracy doesn't have a lot of good feelings about me, but I will apologize to her because I know and I'm sorry for negatively affecting you when I didn't know what I was talking about making videos. But now the rest of you Sugar Nova and stuff I've seen, y'all say things that it's just sick that you guys think you're somehow like been some guardians or something over me, you know? Like, do you do that with all of the quote unquote cows? You know, because I never seen a group of people that cared so much for others and referred to them as cows. Oh, but it's part of your reverse psychology, tough love treatment, right? Yeah. So it's completely justified the coroner call and all that. Oh, it was funny. Yeah, yeah. Fuck you for that. Seriously. I will say fuck you for that. Please, God, leave my family alone. I'm gonna, you know, but if I come out and I hear of a bunch of stuff, that's fine. I'm not gonna run up on here, which is what y'all hoped. I know that's why y'all do it, because you hope to accomplish it'll get me mad enough to come on here. That's not gonna be the plan next time, so keep that in mind, or the plan going forward. Keep that in mind. I hope everyone else that's tuned in, like perhaps Rebel or maybe Mama Ice or some other viewers, Hawaii and so forth, I appreciate you um, for what you have done and tried to say and stick up. And Army, like Gene, I went overboard with stuff, you know, and people may hate me for that. I don't really care. But Army, seriously, and I mean, hopefully, you know, nothing I said does bother you, like when people say stuff that does bother me. But if any of it did, I apologize. That because that's like I just feel so shitty. I don't know why, but I feel so shitty after time has passed and I've talked. If I even had a legit grievance or argument with somebody and I talked to you, I feel bad because I remember how I felt when people did that to me in school. And maybe I'm a young soul. Maybe I have a hormone imbalance. I don't fucking know, but I don't like hate. I don't like evil. I don't like ugliness or meanness. And I've embodied them all. And I want to work on changing that. So please, please allow me to work on changing that. That's all I ask of you, God, and of anybody out there that cares that's listening. Please let me get better. I'm going to delete this channel now. I'm going to delete it. And I sincerely wish everyone and hope for the best for everybody. Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to make it. Peace and blessings. Bye.